The Unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis, dialed in and ready to dominate. His team will be counting on him tonight as they get ready for action at Vivint Smart Home Arena. Pacers, Jazz. Tip-off just moments away. Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Jazz, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
And I think for the Jazz, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise, and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. And tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting for each team. Greg, there are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, there's never a substitute for balance. And coaches and players are too smart. You have to keep your opponents guessing. But leave no doubt, the three-pointer is here to stay.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. We've got Purdue. Achua is out there with Porzingis. And it's Sharp in at the three, the small forward. And for the Jazz, ABC is out there with Clutch. And it's Garuba in at the 5 spot. Sharp, that's good.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here is Purdue. They really needed more from him in that loss to Golden State. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's ABC. He's guarded by Purdue. Here's ABC. Count that one.
Once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Count that one.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, this offense is there.
Again, the Jazz score.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Pass to Pena. Over Purdue. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Purdue. The Pacers keeping it going. A new 14-second clock.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Pena. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Passes it to Sharp. To the middle. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. There's the pass to Najee. Here's Pena. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Sharp. Takes it from 10. That's tipped. ABC passes to Garuba. The Jazz working the ball around now. Pass to Pena. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Down low. The dunk by Achua.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Substitution for the Pacers, Josh Primo.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And so it's Utah heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Utah. Clutch out there with ABC. And it's Garuba into the center position.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Takes the three. Pass to Pena. Here's ABC. And Utah, another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip. I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the pass to Pena. And the Jazz, another three.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Pacers trail by 14. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Here's Sharp. Last game he had 12. That one, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's ABC, and Utah, another three.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Utah leading by 17. And that one drops. And that's 10 points for ABC.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
9 seconds left here in the second. Here's Clutch. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And so it's Utah, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Jazz leading by 18 on the court for Indiana. They've got Achua. He's out there with Porzingis, and it's Palmer in at the 2 spot.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
The Jazz shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable.
Wow! I can't believe that one.
That was incredible.
I can say that was a supreme dunk. There are good dunks and great ones, but this one on a whole nother level.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
It's the Jazz's ball. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's 13 points for ABC.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Indiana again missing.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Poke loose. Here's Purdue on the mark with the 15-footer.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Najee passes to Pena. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. ABC's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Purdue with the ball. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
And he drives in. Here's Pena. And the three off target.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considered he's hit none since.
No one covering. He has 6.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's ABC, and he jams it with authority.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pacers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Primo. He's got 5. Oh, that's blocked. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Utah cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Clutch. He's out there with ABC. And it's Garuba in at the 5 down low. That's the group right now for Utah. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
On defense, Utah. And it's blocked. They retain possession.
And the defense has really locked down on them in this half. They need to start working to get some higher percentage shots.
That one good for 2. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Utah.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Utah leading by 22. Here's Pena. Pass to Pena. Here's Primo. The 8-footer. Rebound, Utah.
2 minutes remaining.
ABC's got 4 rebounds now tonight. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively. And so it's going to end up in the record. looks as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Jazz.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep. And what a huge standout performance it was
for ABC.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Indiana ball. Pacers substitution. Kristaps Porzingis.
Off the inbound pass, and it's Sharp missing. Jazz have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Pena, and Utah another three.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish. Attack mode right there. He plays bigger than his size.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lets the three fly. And they recover it. Always going up for the alley-oop here. The dunk by Achua.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.